feel a bit like a defeat, Jim?
Yeah, I mean, obviously to lose the equaliser in the 91st minute, like we did, having defended the box so well all afternoon, in terms of cross balls coming in. I thought the two centre backs were outstanding. Just on that occasion, unfortunately, we couldn't get first contact, and then we were out of position in the back post area. So look, I can't have too many complaints about the final score. I thought Aberdeen were excellent in the second half. I think you can see with the changes that they can make, the strength and depth that they've got within the squad, real quality players coming on. Jimmy Thielen kind of had to gamble at half time, being 2 goals down, and they put a lot of attacking players on the pitch, a lot of pace, and good creativity with Clarkson as well. And for the majority of the half, we coped with it and we defended well. Unfortunately, we just couldn't see it through to the end.
What changed then? Because, like you say, you were very comfortable at one stage for most of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the first half, I thought we were really good. I thought the high press was working. We were able to get up the pitch. In those transitions, I thought we were really positive. In the turnovers, quick counter attacks, got into some good areas. Scored 2 really good goals off of 2 well worked set plays. And obviously, we're delighted at half time to be in front. But I think the 3 games in a week is a really tough ask for this particular group of players, given how low we are in numbers. We're a man light today in the squad. We've got key players like Will Ferry, Ross Docherty, Louis Moult, all missing. We've had to ask Craig Sybil to start the game for us, having been out for the best part of 4 months with a serious injury. We knew we'd only get an hour out of Craig, and I think losing Gallagher in the first half denied us the opportunity to make another couple of subs late on. But look, I in normal circumstances, I think a point away from home is always a good one. But obviously, having got so close to taking maximum points, it is a real disappointment.
I had that chance as well just before Aberdeen got their second, and it seemed like that was going to be the winner for you.
Yes, I mean, Kai's got a real knack of finding himself in good areas when the ball is out wide, and more often than not, I would expect him to at least hit the target. Disappointing finish, but we need to defend the second goal a whole lot better. Even the first one, I thought we were far too open in the middle of the pitch. But look, I can't be too critical of the players. 3 games in a week is a tough ask. I think in the second half, particularly in the last 20-25 minutes, we just looked like we ran out of a bit of energy. And credit to Jimmy Thielen, the positive changes he made at half time paid off. I think the least they deserved was a point on the day, and we'll go again in the next one. Yeah, I mean, it's around about his pelvic area, groin maybe. Too early right now to give a definitive what it is, but that'll be assessed on the bus on the way back down the road, and then we'll have a better understanding of what it looks like come tomorrow morning.
In terms of those players you have got out, Will Ferry, Louis Moult, Ross Docherty, all the ones you mentioned, would you be hopeful of getting all or any of them back for the derby?
Well, it would be great to have them all back available. Obviously Ferry for me has probably been one of our most consistent players all season. I've got to give a lot of credit to Lucas Stevenson. How important a player he's been to us this season in pretty much every position that he's played in, and it's not easy to go and play left back, especially against the pace and the creativity that Aberdeen have got. So I think he deserves a special mention. But we hope to have Will and potentially Louis Moult back in the squad, and then Ross Docherty. We'll see how that progresses.
Didn't look to get too much in the offside for Aberdeen. I think it was quite close, was it?
Yeah, I mean that one, probably it looked tight at the time, but then when I saw it back on the iPad in the dugout, I felt his left shoulder was just slightly ahead of the Aberdeen back line. So, we gladly are not talking about a VAR decision that's went against us. I think on this occasion, the guys in Glasgow got that one right.
Just finally from me, Jim, you mentioned Craig Sybil's first start earlier. I thought, superb shift from him, and how important is he going to be to have back and hopefully come through this one unscathed?
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, he's a really important player for us. He was our player of the year last season, and as I said, he's been out for 4 months. He's probably only had half a dozen training sessions since returning to training. Nowhere near fit enough to start the game today. Our intention was always to gradually build him up and get him 20 minutes and half an hour, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks maybe start him. But we had to throw him in early today given the circumstances, and I thought he was fantastic. It was a real good effort from the team. It wasn't a lack of fight or a lack of determination. I just felt that we ran out of steam. Aberdeen made really positive changes with a lot of energy and a lot of pace, and they penned us back. And had we taken all 3 points, obviously we would have all been delighted. Would I be sitting here saying we deserved it? Probably not. But look, it's another point on the board for us in terms of what our main objective is. I think we need to try and put a positive spin on it, albeit getting so close to taking all 3 points is a major kick in the teeth.
Did you identify cross balls as a possible weakness in the Aberdeen defence?
Well, look, we work hard on set plays in the build up to every game. Similarly, the one on Wednesday night was a free kick that we had worked on and identified and tried to isolate Sam Dalby, and we scored a legitimate good goal on Wednesday, and unfortunately was chalked off for all the wrong reasons. Today we identified that back area of Aberdeen. We tried to get a couple of blockers in there to try and isolate Vicko Sevelj, and the delivery from Glenn Middleton was outstanding. You can do all the movement that you want in the box, but if the delivery is not good, then nothing else works. So it was a fantastic ball in from Glenn, great header, and in the second one, again, something that we worked on yesterday, fantastic delivery from Trapanovsky. Aberdeen tend to just send one out to defend the corner, so we had that 2v1 situation. We felt we had the advantage, and it was a great ball in from Trapanovsky and another brilliant header from Dalby.
Vicko, I thought, was one that's probably worthy of special mention. He's come in from abroad. He's never played this kind of intensity of football before, but he looks so at home.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's probably, for me, having played that position, he's probably my player of the year up to now. Of course, Sam Dalby will get all the headlines because, the centre forwards tend to get that because they do the hardest job in the game of putting the ball in the back of the net. But he does so much unselfish work for the team, Vicko. I think he's been a brilliant signing, a real shrewd bit of business that we've done in the summer. The way that he trains day to day, his performances on a Saturday, he's a real team player, and he's been outstanding. So I think we're very fortunate to have him.
You spoke about Dalby, it's top scorer again in the Premiership, 13 goals.
Yeah, well, look, we just need to continue to put the supply into that area for him, because you back him in the air against anybody, and he's been in terrific form. This has been a fantastic loan move for all parties, and if we can help him be that top goal scorer come the end of the season, then that would be a hell of an achievement from an individual perspective for Sam.
Fantastic. Cheers.
Okay.
Thanks very much.